Have you been feeling tired, unmotivated, uninspired at work? Maybe you're overly critical or becoming irritable with your coworkers or even people around your own house. Maybe having physical pains, headaches, digestive issues, just otherwise feeling so unmotivated for work when you used to be pretty good about it. You might be burnt out.
These my dollars make it hurt.
Hi y'all, welcome back. I provide organization and productivity tips and resources to help you live a more productive and organized life. Now, burnout and stress are normal and natural. In fact, according to a study from Gallup in 2019, 76% of employees experience burnout on the job at least sometimes. So if you are experiencing burnout, understand that A, it's very normal, and B, it doesn't have to be a permanent state. But burnout is becoming so bad that the World Health Organization actually declared it an occupational phenomenon. According to the World Health Organization, there are 3 areas that define burnout. Number 1, feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion. Going to work, feeling tired. At the end of the day, you're tired. You're just tired all the time and don't have the energy that you used to have. Increased mental distance from one's jobs or feelings of negativism or cynicism related to one's job. So maybe initially you were always the first person in the office and the last person to leave, and you've kind of lost that zest for the job. It's not quite the same that it used to be. Reduced professional efficacy. If you don't feel that the work that you're doing is making a difference, you're running on this treadmill and you're really not getting anywhere, that can be really demoralizing. When it comes to burnout, Gallup says there are about 5 areas that are the root causes for burnout. And these include unfair treatment at work, unmanageable workload, unclear communication from managers, lack of manager support, and unreasonable time pressure. So what are some of the things that you can do to help relieve you of some of the burnout that you're feeling? First is about communication. Find opportunities to be candid and honest with your supervisor or boss, manager, and coworkers. Telling them what you are able to do and what you're having trouble with doing not only helps them to have a better understanding of the workload that you're under, but also gives them the chance to offer you support and help. Sometimes we feel like we have to do everything that we're assigned to do, even if that means running ourselves into the ground. But people don't know that you need help if you're not asking for it. Also, try to work with your team on improving communication. Set up expectations with each other about how you're going to be available for instant messaging or email to make sure that everyone's on the same page. There's definitely always self-care. And this is a big topic. Self-care can look like a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It might be reading, riding a bike, doing some type of physical activity, taking a bath, getting a massage, painting your nails. There's so many different options. But the importance is to make sure that you're engaged in self-care regularly. And it should be something you're doing proactively before you need it. When it comes to your physical space, make sure that you aren't doing things to add to some of the stress that you're feeling. Set your workstation up based on ergonomic standards, particularly as it relates to the height of your monitor, making sure that your seat is comfortable and adjusting it as needed, and making sure that you have good lighting so you're not straining your eyes looking at a computer screen. Every 20 minutes, you should look at least 20 feet away. That's going to really reduce some of the strain on your eyes, and it can help minimize headaches. Set a timer for yourself so you don't get so caught up in work that you forget to take breaks. Every 20 or 25 minutes or so, I set a timer for myself to just stand up, walk around my apartment for 5 minutes, and then get back down to work. It helps me to have a mental break, and sometimes I actually get inspiration for what I'm working on. It also helps me to do some stretches, neck stretches, leg stretches, back stretches, and re-engage my core, which a lot of times if we're sitting hunched over, doesn't get as much use as it needs to. One other great tip to help with burnout that I don't see people mention very often is just self-reflection. Take note of how you're feeling every day when you have certain experiences. When you have meetings back to back, how do you feel at the end of the day? When you have flexibility and an open schedule, how do you feel at the end of that day? When you have a couple of meetings in the morning or a couple of meetings in the afternoon, how do you feel that day? Pay attention to different stressors and how you react to them. This can help you to really dial in what things are causing additional stress for you and where you can ask for some support or help and help minimize the impact that those things are having on your day-to-day life. If you have a really supportive supervisor, boss, or coworkers, this is a great opportunity to ask them for help. Praying, meditating, talking to a counselor, these are also really good ways to help you to self-reflect. The idea is just to get a pulse of who you are and how you're feeling that day. Over time, you'll start to see certain trends. You'll be able to make small shifts and changes to help you to get to your ultimate state of being. So many people have additional stressors at home. You have a kid that needs attention, your cat needs to be fed, you have a roommate that you're fighting for desk space for, maybe you're concerned about your job or your hours. All of these additional stressors build up and can lead to burnout. So at the least, for the sake of your health and well-being, I encourage you to try some of these tips out and share below in the comments. What are some other things that you found to really help you avoiding burnout? If it's something that you're struggling with, feel free to share that with us as well. And as a community, we can help support each other. We'll make it through. So remember, stress and burnout are inevitable. But being so burnt out that you're depleting yourself of your livelihood and your happiness, that shouldn't be. So take care of yourself, take care of each other, and thanks so much for watching.